Hello, welcome. My name is Yolanda Nixon. I am a independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am here on Sunday, October 26th, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time to present our paper pumpkin kit for October 2025. And I'm going to make the 3 cards that are in our paper pumpkin. And I'm going to talk about a little bit more about paper pumpkin. But in the meantime, before we get started, I'm going to wait just a few seconds to see if people will jump on. And then I will continue. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting, there is something that I heard this week that is kind of funny to me. So apparently there's something called the millennial pause when people are on live. And the way it was explained was that it's for people that are millennials, and I guess older because I'm Gen X, there's a pause that we make because we're either gathering our thoughts or just waiting, or we say a lot of ums and ands and ohs, and so there's like a pause, and they call it the millennial pause. And I thought that was kind of funny because I do it too. I do it a lot. So if you're with me on the millennial pause, raise your hand, because I do it often. I don't mean to, but it's just the way it is. And yes, I do the pause to gather my thoughts before I say something that I may regret in the future. So I just don't come on, but I just thought that was cute when I heard it this week, and I'm like, that sounds just like me. Okay, so let's get started. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday evening. So if you're watching live, thank you. Please remember that if you comment on this, there I go again, on this video, then you will be entered to win the 3 cards that I make tonight. You can also comment if you watch the replay, and you have until next Saturday, and I will post it on the video next Sunday before I go live. So the winner for last week's cards, which we made 2 tags, and are they here somewhere? We made 2 tags and 2 cards out of our Nutcracker tags kit. They were, I made 2 of the tags just the way they were, the instructions were, and then I made 2 alternative creations or cards. Oh, here they are. So let me show you right quick. So we made 2 of the tags, and then I made 2 alternative, here are the tags that I made, and then 2 alternative cards using the other Nutcracker. So there were 4 Nutcracker tags, but I created 2, and then I made 2 cards. So Chanel is the winner for those projects, and I will get those mailed out to her this week. So congratulations, Chanel, and thank you for watching. So if you would like to win also, or be in the draw, have a chance to win the 3 cards that I'm making tonight, please comment on this video, and you will be in that drawing. So let me just mention a couple of things that I have coming up this month or next month in November. So my monthly crafting classes are usually the 4th Saturday of the month, but in November, the 4th Saturday of the month is the weekend after Thanksgiving. And I don't know about you guys, but I know I'm gonna have family in town, or I haven't decided what we're gonna do really. We're gonna go out of town or stay here and have family here. So I know we're gonna be busy, so I am moving the classes up 2 weeks. So my November monthly card classes will be on November 8th. They're from 10 to 3. You can come and go as long as you finish all the projects, all the classes that you signed up for during that time frame. But they will be on Saturday, November 8th. And I am located in Grand Prairie, Texas. So they are live. So they're going to be in person card classes. But if you cannot make it and would like to order the card classes, then you can do so and just check the to-go box. And I posted my newsletter, which should be right directly below this post. And you can find all the information on how to sign up for the monthly card classes for November. The card classes for December are also going to be moved up because the 4th Saturday is after Christmas, so we're not going to do that. So I'm moving that one up also by 2 weeks. So it's going to be the 2nd Saturday of December. So the next item that I have on my list is I have scheduled my spring craft retreat. and it is going to be on April 9th through the 10th, and that is the weekend after Easter, which is April 5th. So if you would like to join us, we're going to be in Red Oak, Texas. It's a 4-day craft retreat. It's from Thursday to Sunday. I provide some classes. We do a little bit of fun things, some gifts. Food is included, also room and board. So all of that for one set price. Come bring your crafts, join us. We'll have a nice get together and we'll do some crafting. So that is also on my newsletter post. The next thing that I have coming up is our crafting cruise. So I'm co-hosting a crafting cruise out of Galveston, and we're going to be sailing off to the Bahamas, and that is going to be on October 10th of 2026. So the deadline to reserve your spot is going to be July 2026. So you have plenty of time. You can make a deposit and then pay off the balance up until July. So you have plenty of time to do that. It is 8 days. We are sailing out of Galveston. There's 2 ports that we're going to visit, Cozumel and Costa Maya, and then Cocoque, which is the private island for Royal Caribbean, which is what we're going to be sailing on, Allure of the Seas. So if you would, Symphony of the Seas, I'm sorry. So if you would like to join us, all the information is in my newsletter. I would be delighted to have you join us. If you have any questions about the cruise, the retreat, or my card classes, please send me a private message or an email, and I will get those questions answered for you. But there's also one more thing that Stampin' Up! Has going on right now during the month of October. So I'm going to turn my camera down so I can show you. So give me a few seconds. You're going to see my ceiling fan, but that is okay. It takes me a few seconds to do this. Oop, and there's my head. And here's my table. So as you can see here, I have a flyer. Stampin' Up! At the moment has a sign-up special for anyone who would like to get some of Stampin' Up! Products at a very, very low cost. So we have 2 specials going on right now for the starter kit. And what is the starter kit? The starter kit means that you sign up to be a demonstrator like myself. However, there is no obligation to sell anything or have classes. You can just buy your own products, what we call restocking. And that's all you have to do. There's nothing else that you need to do. There's never any obligation. So they have 2 choices, 2 options for you. Option 1 is you get $125, which is normally the amount that we get with our starter kit, but it's only $35. So you choose $25 in product that you choose, whatever you would like. It cannot go over, but you only pay $35. Shipping is free. You get a free past paper pumpkin kit and some business supplies that, you know, whether you determine if you want to do this as a business or not, you can send those over to me and then I will take care of those. But it's only $35 plus tax. Or they have this other option where you can get $189 for only $99 plus tax. So if you're in the DFW area, that's 8.25% tax. So that's about $107. But you get to choose $189 worth of products of your choosing for only $99. And again, there's never any obligation to become a selling demonstrator or hold classes demonstrator or anything like that. You can just restock your own supplies. And of course, immediately after you become a demonstrator on your first order, you do get the 20% discount that we all get when we become demonstrators. So you start saving immediately on all of your orders, on your own personal orders. So if you would like more information on this starting kit, this is only for the month of October. So it started October 1st. It will end October 31st, 11:59 Mountain Time. So make sure that if you would like to sign up, send me a message. If you have some questions, also send me a message. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. But this is a great deal right now. It's one of the best deals that I've seen since I've been a demonstrator for almost 12 years. So it's a great opportunity. Again, no obligation to sell, but it is a great way to get a lot of products that you might want on your wish list for a very low amount. So again, option 1 is $125 for $35, or option 2 is $189 worth of products for only $99. Let me know which one is right for you. I can help you do the starter kit option, and then we can go from there. Okay, so let me get on to the crafting portion. So this is our October 2025 paper pumpkin kit. And most of our paper pumpkins don't come in this box or type of box. So most of our paper pumpkins, they come in an orange box because of pumpkin, orange. So typically it's in an orange box, and I'm trying to see if I have one available around here, and I don't. But this is usually not, and so this is a nice decorative box that we have gotten for October. And usually when there's a holiday, the box before the holiday is when we see those kind of cards. So last month for September, we got Thanksgiving or fall cards. So this month for October, we're getting Christmas cards. And then also for November, there's going to be Christmas cards, because as part of being a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, we sometimes get a sneak peek of the kit that's coming in for the next month. It might not be the full sneak peek of what's in there, but we might get a sneak peek of the box, or a sneak peek of the stamp set or something like that. So we kind of determine, we can kind of see what is coming up. So there's several ways to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. So one, you can go the monthly route, which means every month you will get your Paper Pumpkin for $27 plus tax. Shipping is included in the fee, and it goes on until you decide to stop it. Or there's 3 other options. You can buy the 3-month subscription, 6-month subscription, or the 12-month subscription. What that means is that you choose to get it for only 3 months, and then that's it. It's done. You don't have to worry about coming back. You just pay that one fee for the 3 months, or the 6 months, or the 12 months. Those are great for gifts, especially with Christmas coming up. You can give a crafty person in your family the gift of a Paper Pumpkin for the next 3 months, for the next 6 months, or 12 months. It's a great gift to give. But if you want to subscribe for your own self, then you can do the monthly, or you can do one of the other months, and they can stop at any time. So I do the monthly, and I've been doing the monthly since Paper Pumpkin started. I have not missed a month. And let me tell you, they are getting better and better every month. So it's a great investment. I love them. So I'm going to show you now what this one is. So this is how, well, usually it comes in some paper. So let me show you. So usually it comes wrapped in this nice little paper. Depending on the box, it could be some red tissue paper, white. Usually it's white, but if it's seasonal or something like that, it might be a different color. So this month it's red. So it's wrapped in the tissue paper. So we unwrap it, and I already opened the package. So first it comes with instructions. So it will show you the 3 cards that we're making, and it gives you step-by-step instructions. If you saw my video from last week with the Nutcracker Tags kit, it is similar to that kit instructions. So it shows you how to make the first card, where to put the dimensionals, where to put the glue dots, where to put the tape, the runner tape that is included in the box. Also the same thing here. It shows you exactly where to put the dimensionals, which are these octagon shapes, and then this is the tape runner, and then these little circles are the glue dots. And same thing for card number 3. And if this kit were to come with twine, there is already a ruler on the side of your instructions, so you don't have to find a ruler on your own. It's right here. So if it calls for 12 inches of ribbon, then you know to come to the 12 inches and cut off how much you need. And this is a quick preview of all the cards. And then on the back side, it gives you the coordinating dies from our annual catalog or online store, the online exclusives. Plus it gives you a QR code for video help, a QR code for keep the crafting party going, which is showing you some add-ons like this and some samples. And it also gives you a list of the kit components and the coordinating colors that are in this kit. So this kit has basic beige, cherry cobbler, garden green, pecan pie, and real red. So if you did not want to make these cards the way they are made here, you can do alternative cards, but it gives you the colors so you know what colors to use. So let me show you what else it comes with. So the paper pumpkin kits that have cards usually come with envelopes. So these are the envelopes. They're all the same. Sometimes they're different, but this time they're all the same. Nice pretty colors. And then you get the card bases. So we have, and I've already made a set, so there should be 3 of each. So 9 cards total, but I already made a set, so now that's why I have 2 here. And then we have, these are some of the first layers of the card. And this is going to be on card number 3, which is the ornament. Here's some more card base, first layers on the card base. Here are the tags where we're gonna be doing some stamping. And then this is also where we're gonna be doing some gluing of the word joy. And if you can see, I've already cut some out. Now on this card, we know we're getting 3 of each. So Stampin' Up! Has given us 4 of these, and we only need 3. The reason they give us an extra one is just in case we make a mistake or it's not correct, we have an extra one. But if you don't need the extra one for this, you can always use it on an alternative card. And then here are the other 2 card bases. We have the green and the real red, plus all of the other items that we need. The joy. Now this is going to be the ornament for one of the cards. This has felt. If you can see the green, I don't know how great you guys can see it, but this is felt. And all of the cards have felt on them. So that's something that I did not realize until I opened the box, that this is felt, which is really nice. It's a good texture. Along with all of this, you also get the things that you need to make the cards. For example, you'll get the stamp sets, and of course I already took off the 3 stamp sets that we're going to need. We got some dimensionals. We have the tape, or the I forgot the name of this. Oh, I forgot. So but we got the tape, and then they also give us a stamp image of all the stamps. So in case you, so that way you can put them on there, and then you can see which ones you're missing. But it's also good for storage because you can quickly see which stamp sets you have. And of course you can use these on any other cards. But we're gonna put that over there. So first things first, I'm gonna get out my cards, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the joy. And the joy is gonna require this is going to be our card base, and I'm just going to get these 2 card bases out so I don't have to worry about those later on. We're going to need our joy. And all the supplies that you need are in this box for this project. The only thing that you will need outside of this is going to be a Stampin' block. But if you are a first-time Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you will receive one of these Stampin' blocks, the skinny ones. These are not in our catalog at all. So I don't know if you can see it right there. It says Paper Pumpkin. So you will receive one of these that you will then use with all of your upcoming Paper Pumpkin kits. So that is included on your very first one. This is going to be our second layer. And then I am searching for the joy. So these are the joy. We're going to take out the O, the Y. and the J. And then we also need these here. We need one of these and one of these. Oh, the other thing that we get with this, which, oh, there it is my Stampin' block. So this is the miniature. It's a Stampin', I am forgetting the names. So, oh, Stampin' Spots right there. So this is our Stampin' Spot. We do have our regular size stamp pad, of course, but these are great for traveling if you're going to take a lot of them. And of course, you can use our refill ink to liven up that spot. So they're great for traveling if you want to take a lot with you and you don't want to take the big inks with you. Okay, so making sure I have everything there. And I'm going to follow the instructions. So first, we're going to use our bone folder to just crease that down. And then we're going to use our tape, tearing tape. That's what it is. I forgot the name. I just remembered. So the tearing tape is just that. You pull it off and then just put your thumb right here and then just tear it off. And it should come right off. And I am not measuring this tape. I'm just kind of gauging the size that I need. So according to the instructions, we're going to put 3. And I am using my, oh my goodness, what is, I am losing my names. I'm using my pickup tool to take off the backing. It's just been one of those days. So I've had 2 back-to-back retreats last weekend and this weekend. So I just came back from another retreat, which was great fun because it was my favorite topic, which was Harry Potter. Okay, so this card is going to go landscape like this. And I'm going to take out the inside of the O, and that's just scrap paper. And then I'm going to take my ink spot and I am just going to open it. And it does have a perforated edge right here, but I just use my pick tool. And I just do one side so that way it can close. Ooh. Usually I use my big ink, but I don't see it over here because since I just went to a craft retreat, I took it with me and it's still in my box in my car. Okay, so there's that. And we're going to need To the World, which is this right here. Our block, and we're just going to blot it on there. And the word joy is going to, joy to the world is going to go right here at the bottom. And these clear blocks make it so easy to see where we're going to put it. Just like that. And then we're going to grab some more tearing tape and we're going to add the letters joy. And if you would like to use your Stampin' Seal or maybe our liquid glue, you can also do that, but they have provided the tearing tape for us. And it fits right here, nice and neat. And if you go over outside of the word, just like I did there, just fold it over and I'll show you how, because I did go outside of that. I'm going to put it on the Y. And then one side of the O. And then the other side of the O. And so you can see a little bit of the tape coming out. I'm just going to fold it over. I'll show you how. Take off the backing. And since that is just sticking out just like that, I'm just going to fold it over. So it's behind the O. And then we're just going to add it around that O. And it is slanted because I'm following the shape of the O that's already on there. And then the J, this is also over. So fold it back. You can just see the outline right there. Just follow the outline. And then the Y. Don't forget to comment on the video, say hi, and then you'll be entered to win these 3 cards that I'm making. And on the Y, I'm going to do it upside down because I need to see where this goes right here. Now on this part, oh, I forgot to mention. So we also received some glue dots and some red sequins. And the sequins have 2 sizes. You have the large sequins and the small sequins. So we're going to grab a glue dot and I'm going to put it underneath that Y so that way it can hold in place. And also the J. This may not be in the instructions, but I found that without it, that might fold over. I just want it stuck on there. And they give you plenty of glue dots and dimensionals, so if you add a few more to your project, that is perfectly fine. You get plenty. And I usually have some leftovers to use for other projects, so using a couple extras, not really a big deal. Okay, so the next step is we're going to add these behind the joy. So if you place them, they're going to be placed right behind here, and you can see that the end of it goes right in between there and also on this side. So just kind of gauge it there, and then this is going to go here, and same thing in that little point is going to go right there, and then that's going to be over. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some adhesive right here, and I'm going to use my tearing tape. Just add it there because that's exactly where it's going to go. So I'm going to add this, but from the front side, because I want to make sure that it is in the correct position. Right there. Same thing with this one. So if you cover a little bit of the leaves, or the branches, that's fine. So we're going to add it right here. And then on the back of this, we're going to add some glue dots. I'm sorry, some dimensionals. And we got plenty of dimensionals. And we're going to add on the big star, was it a poinsettia? I think so. Going to add it on the big leaf. We're going to add one on the Y and the J. And we're going to add a whole bunch. Okay. So now we're going to take the backing off of this. And again, all the instructions are going to be in my, I'm going to copy the instructions to this paper pumpkin, upload them to my VIP group. The instructions to the cards that I've made previously are also in the VIP group. So if you would like those instructions, just head on over and request access to my VIP group. Okay, so now we're just going to add the joy. And just press it down a bit, making sure I was opening the right way. And then we're going to add some dimensionals in the middle. So these are the, not dimensionals, the sequins. So the big sequins go in the middle. And then we're going to add 3 small sequins to the outside of the joy in no particular order. And that is our first card. And if you can tell, that is felt, and then this is felt. And that's Joy to the World. So that's the first card. Now we're going to get our second card. And we're going to do the green one. Again, we're going to fold, crease with our bone folder. Now this card, card front or card base has, I want to say they're little trees. So you may want to have them pointing up or pointing down. So I'm gonna leave it like this because to me it kind of looks like trees. So I want the point to be on top instead of upside down. So, but that's your preference. So we're gonna bring back the box, and I'm gonna gather all the pieces that we need for this one. So we're gonna need this big ornament. We're gonna need the white, which is the card front. And we're gonna need this square one or rectangle one for our sentiment. And we're gonna need the topper for the ornament. And these just pop out. Quick and easy, popping out. And then we're gonna need our ornament. And I believe that's all we need for this one. So I'm gonna put all this back. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing with the first layer. Is we are going to add our tear and tape. Just tear it off with your thumb. No real measurement. Press down. Take the backing off. This pick tool makes it so easy to peel these off. And at the moment I have no nails because I broke them all, so it comes in handy. So we're just going to place it. And now we're going to add tear and tape to the back of this. So one in the middle. And we can either add glue dots. I think I'm going to add the glue dots. Or we could use the tear and tape, but let's just use the glue dots. We want to make sure that these pieces here get the glue dots. Take that off. Take the backing off the glue dots. So glue dots, just like tear and tape, just like our dimensionals, they're double-sided adhesive. So you place it down on your project and then you take the backing off to uncover the other side of the adhesive. All 3 of them are great to have handy. And we do sell these individually outside of our Paper Pumpkins. They're on my online store. We sell the glue dots, the dimensionals, and the tear and tape. So along with our crafting seal. So we're just going to place this right over our ornament. And make sure it sticks. Then we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of this. And one in the middle. before I do that, before I continue. So we're gonna add this to the back, to the front. So this is our ornament topper with, it's gonna look like a string, like it's hanging down. And we're just gonna add a little bit of tearing tape here. Again, if you go outside of your project, you just fold back the tape. And then I'm gonna do it like this, since I already, and if you can tell, if you can see, you have an extra felt piece right here, so that is the bottom. On top, it doesn't have it because that's where your topper goes. And then we just add it on. And then we're gonna add a dimensional on there, just so that we can add one there and add one there. Just a kind of like the connecting point. I always do that when I connect two things together. I put a dimensional on that line so that I'm covering both. Okay, so now we're going to put it on our card front, and we're going to put it on the top but towards the right hand side of the card, because our sentiment is going to go on the left side. And I'm going to do this upside down because I want to see where this is. And you can press this on here because there's no glue on there. And then once you have it in place, just stick it down. Okay, now we're going to do our stamping. So here's my little rectangle, and I'm going to do Deck the Halls. Open up my ink spot. Tap, tap, tap to get that ink on there. And I always store them upside down because the little spongy for the ink is, if it's upside down, then all the ink goes to the top and then it's ready to use. If you store it like this, then all the ink goes to the bottom and then it might be a little bit dry. So I do that upside down. So Deck the Halls, press, and now we're going to add this to our card front. You can either add it here, which is, well, the instructions themselves, they have the Deck the Halls on top of the ornament like this. But if you want to showcase the ornament, you can move it up here or right here, which is what I'm going to do. I want people to see the entire ornament. And you can do that. Paper pumpkin, just like when you come to my card classes, I give you the instructions on how to make a card, but you can switch it up any way you want to. This is your card. So I'm going to put it right here because I want them to see the entire ornament. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some sequins, large sequins in the middle and small sequins, 2 of them on top here and 1 at the bottom, 1 large sequence at the bottom. And there is our third card, our second card. Again, you can change this any way you want to. The instructions are here for you, just so you can see how to make it, but you can always change it if you would like. Okay, our third card is going to be the red one, and this is going to be the Christmas tree. This is our card, our second layer, and I call it second layer because this is our first layer, which is our card base, and then this is the second layer. And sometimes I put a third layer in here, but so that's why I call it a second layer. There might be other names for it. And then we do our tearing tape, tear apart, right in the middle. Press, and then with your pick tool again, you take the backing off. quick and easy when you use your pick tool versus your nails. Okay, we're going to add this to the center. All right, so now we're going to get our box out again. And we're going to pick what we need for our final card. Not those. We will need one of these. And see, the same thing goes with these. We have one more card to do, but then we got an extra one. Just in case you make a mistake, or you know your ink smears or something, we always get an extra one. But if you don't use it, then you can use that on another card. So no worries. There's always a place to use those. We're gonna need a star for our Christmas tree. And not these. Put that in my... Oh, we're gonna need that one. Okay, so we've got 3 pieces. We got this one, and then that one. So 3 of these, and those go to the other cards. Okay. So this is going to make up our Christmas tree, like this, and then this one here. So we're going to put dimensionals on the back. Let me show you the instructions. So these are the instructions. You can see they have dimensionals at the bottom, dimensionals at but then glue dots on the top, because that's where it connects with the next layer. So we're going to do dimensionals at the bottom, glue dots on the top. Turn these all around. So glue dot, glue dot, glue dot on the edges, one in the middle, this one. Now, I'm going to do glue dots on all of them. I'm sorry, not glue dots, but dimensionals. Only because I like to put dimensionals. And then on this one, we're going to add 2 dimensionals here based on the instructions. We have dimensionals in the middle, dimensionals, 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 and then glue dots. Okay, so this is going to go here. So we're going to take off these dimensionals, the backings, and we're going to add them right here in the middle. And then we're going to do the same thing with these. Gonna add them right here, and that is our Christmas tree. Then our Christmas tree is gonna go towards the bottom here, but as you can see, I didn't do the glue dots yet because I want to have all of my tree with dimensionals. So I'm gonna add a dimensional here, dimensional here, and dimensional there. So instead of glue dots, I opted to put dimensionals. Turn this around. Oh, didn't take the backing off of these. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta take the backings off. Okay. Oh, they're all off. Okay, so we're going to add it to the bottom of our card front. And the reason it's towards the bottom is because we still have need space for our star. one more dimensional on the star. And we're going to add it here. Now we're going to do the stamping. So the stamping, we're going to use Merry Christmas. And we're going to tap, tap, tap. And we're going to make sure that this is the correct way. And you can tell this little loop here is where the Mary will go. Just position it. And if you need to put a darker piece underneath to see where this piece right here, because it's white on white, you can do that also. Now we're going to add dimensionals on one side, because this is going to go, where's it going to go? So it's going to go right on top of the tree, so we only need a dimensional on the S. Dimensional on the S, and then tearing tape on the other side. Oh, I forgot to take the backing off. And now we're going to add our sequins. So we're going to add 2 large sequins. And 1 small sequence right here underneath the C. And that is our third card. So paper pumpkins are pretty easy to make, since all the instructions are there with you. All the supplies are needed. Again, all that I needed outside of these tools, these were optional, of course, because you can do all this if you have sharp fingernails. But the only thing else I needed was this block. And the very first block is going to come to you in your very first paper pumpkin. If you are a previous paper pumpkin subscriber, then you will not get one. But if you're a brand new paper pumpkin subscriber, then you should be getting one with your first paper pumpkin kit. And of course, I'm putting all of the cards in the envelopes that came with our kit. And you can also decorate the envelope if you like to by stamping on it, or because they do give us some extra stamps. We have stars, some snowflakes, so you can stamp those on the card itself. But they come with envelopes, so you're ready to go. So these are the 3 cards that we made with our paper pumpkin kit. You have the ornament, Deck the Halls. You have Christmas Tree, Merry Christmas, and you have the Joy to the World. And all 3 of them have the felt, either in red or green. So if you want to be a paper pumpkin subscriber, you can go to my online store and subscribe. You will have to create a Stampin' Up! Account so you can manage your own paper pumpkin. And what I mean by managing is that you are able to skip a month if you see the preview and you know, that's not my style, I'll wait till the next month. You can do that. But also, if you're going to be out of town and no one's going to be there to accept your paper pumpkin, then you can skip for that month. And the other perk of being a paper pumpkin subscriber is that we can order past paper pumpkins if available. So if you want a refill kit, for example, if you received this one but you wanted to get more of these, and we still have the refill kit, you can buy the refill kit. For not all of them are available, but some of them are available. So that is another perk that we get as a paper pumpkin subscriber. There's a lot of perks. Again, it's monthly, it's $27 plus tax, or you can buy the 3-month, 6-month, or 12 months subscription. And then after that, the paper pumpkins will stop. They're great for gifts with Christmas coming up, for the crafter in your family or for yourself. So if you would like more information, head over to my online store or just send me a private message here on Facebook, and I will be glad to answer any questions that you may have. So make sure again that you comment on this video, because you will be entered to win the 3